What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. It's Shinobi Slayer here. Today we're going to be doing another tier list video. I said I've been going to do this for a while, ever since I think Season 5 released. So we're going to be doing a raider ranking tier list for every raid in Dragon Ball The Breakers. This will just consist of their forms. If you want me to rank them solo, you can leave it in the comments below. But obviously, this is just based on my opinion. And, yeah, I mean, that's really all I got to say. Well, actually, I do have something else to say. We're going to be basing it on their active skills, key blasts, and super attacks. So, yeah, I think without further ado, let's go, because we do have quite a few forms to rank. So the first, well, who do I start with first? I think I'll start with Vegeta, because he's my favourite raider. And also, I am going to add an extra tier in. I'm going to call it Z tier. So the first level of Vegeta is actually the Cyberman. The Cyberman, I think we all can agree he is pretty mid. So he's got like the singular ball key blast. His active skills are regrowth. But this has a 45-second cooldown at the start of the match, so you can't just regrow straight away and find a survivor. And he's got acid, which if it hits, it puts them in the survivor, even if they're in the dragon change, it puts a survivor in like a really slow walking speed, which is, you know, it's handy. And then he's got no super attacks, so I mean, he does have wall kick though as a passive, but we're not here to, you know, talk about that. So yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say the Cyberman is in D tier. And then should we do all level 1s first? Yeah, let's do all level 1s first instead of just raiders. So we can just so now that I said that, we can just straight up put Lava Cell in D tier. I might even make his own tier. He's so bad. He's got no way to fight. He doesn't have any key blasts. He doesn't have any super attacks. He doesn't have any active skills. What else is there to say? He you know, Shinobi Slayer, he can walk up to someone and just, you know, hit him with his fucking head. But yeah, no, it doesn't mean he's good. So he, for me, is D tier. But then we have a step up right after that. That's okay. That's first form Frieza. I think he's either low B or high C. I'm gonna put him in high C. He has really good key blasts, so like singular death lasers that come out really quickly, and his melee attacks are like one-hit melee attacks, so similar to Nappa's melee attacks, which makes them really good. He only has 3 active. Oh no, I clicked the wrong form. My bad. So I have it on the PlayStation, and as you may know, this is on tablet. So he has 3 active skills, which is the Scouter, so you can find civilians and survivors. He's got Zarbon and Doidoria. I always struggle to say that most of the time, which isn't bad. Well, they're not bad. So he has 3 ways to find survivors. His super attacks is Supernova and Death Wave. Supernova, I think is really bad. Like, I guess it comes out fast, but when you like aim at a survivor, it comes out really slow. And Death Wave has a 10-second cooldown. It does good damage. It's quick, and it has tracking. This could arguably be one of the best skills for a raider in the game. So I really like this. So I think he's either C or low B. Yeah, I think he's high C for me. I think he's high C. Next up, who do we do next? Gudo, Zamasu, or Spopey? Spopey. Oh fuck me. I think we'll do Spopovich. I think we'll put him in D tier. Spopovich has like the singular laser key blast. They're not great. Spopovich's key blasts are not great. He's only got 1 active skill. That's Summon Yamu, which is Summon Yamu gives you a little bit of energy. Nothing really to say about that. His melee attacks, you know, in Dragon Change is, you know, it's fucking what's it called, barrages, and his super attacks are Crash Launcher, which is like a crappier version of Crash Launcher, and he's got Energy Drain, which is just mid. Yeah, I mean, it fine survivors, but still mid. So yeah, I think he's worthy of D tier. So for the next one, I'm gonna go with Guldo. I also think he's another D tier. I will give it to him though. He's the only raider at level 1 who has a break strike, which is definitely something to keep note of, and it's called where's the guinea force though? It's called time freeze. So if you get comboed, you just pop time freeze. If you're trying to get civilian, someone tries to kill you, pop time freeze, finish off the civilian, or finish off the survivor even. Um, and for his super attacks, his full power energy blast volley, which is really mid compared to someone like super boo is full power energy blast volley, and he's got paralysis, which can stop barrier instant transmission, which is really really helpful. So I still think he's worthy of D, because his what's it called, his key blasts are like the shine shot move from what's it called, Xenoverse 2. So that's level 1 Guldo. Now we're going on to level 1 Zamasu, who I think is either low C tier or high D tier, because his key blasts aren't very great. They're like these almost like arrow key blasts that come out slowly, and there are only 3 of them every time like you hit the key blast button. His super attacks, actually no, let's do his active skills. His active skills is key detection, so that's really really good to help him find survivors, and holy severance, which is like a dash skill, which is okay. For his super attacks is God Splitter, which is like a circle. It comes out really quickly and it does good tracking. Well, it has good tracking, not good. No, sorry, I just feel really sick today. So yeah, it has good tracking, and is the severance, which is like a worse version of that, and it's like it's much faster though, I'd say. So yeah, I think Zamasu's at least C tier. Did I mention his active skills? Yeah, I did. So we're actually gonna move on to the level 2 Raiders now, and I think we are gonna go start off with a second form Frieza. I think he's a B tier. His super attacks are his key blasts are the best survivor key blasts in the game. So like the 2 laser shot key blasts, which are really really good. His active skills, he doesn't have the scatter anymore, but instead he has a break strike, and he's still got Zarbon and Dodoria. His super attacks is explosive wave, which as long as you're locked on, it has good tracking, and it does good damage, and it's an AOE as well. So if you miss survivor but you still have the lock on, then use this, and obviously it tracks them. And then full power energy wave, just in case he needs a snipe. This is probably this is really the only option he has. It's only got 10-second cooldown, so you could just throw this out, but if you're going like a survivor in the air, it's very likely he's gonna miss. So I'd rather just use this for sniping someone if you see him planting the key. And yeah, that's really where level 2 Frieza is gonna go. Also, I am gonna mention that Frieza can finish off people from afar instead of going like right in their face and having to do it. Then we'll do level 2 Cell. He is Sita. As you know, he's low beta. Sorry, I'm looking at the screenshot I have on my phone. Where is it? Where'd it go? Oh god, here it is. So yeah, he's beta, low beta. Sorry, I just put my phone on charge. His key blasts are the spammy ball key blasts, which aren't bad, but they can be counterable if survivors have their own spammy ball key blasts or their 2 laser key blasts. You can't counter them with like the beam key blast, but his active skills are solar flare, which is a good stun. It's better for the raider than it is for survivors. But his break strike, instead of being like an actual break strike, for some reason not for some reason, is after image, but this can also be used to traverse the map, which is really good option if you need it. And he also has key detection, so if you need to find a survivor, key detection is an option. And for super attacks, they're both mid, I'll be honest. They're both not great super attacks. It's full power energy wave, which I'd say is worse than level 2 Freezers. And he also has special beam cannon, which, for this raider is really, really bad. Like, for the survivors, special beam cannon comes out like this. like just you blink and it's out. But this time you need at least like a couple more blinks and then it comes out. But they do have low cooldowns. A full pattern Wave has 15 seconds and Special Move Cannon has 10 seconds. So yeah, that's where I'm gonna put level 2 Cell. And now we're gonna move on to level 2 Majin Buu, and I think he's gonna be above Cell, but only by like a little bit. His Ki Blasts are the same thing, but I would argue it's much better and it's much faster, than Frieza's, and it's it does a lot more damage and much more spammable. Which it can also, if you use Gogogun, which is one of its active skills, and just constantly spam the Ki Blast, it will just melt the survivor's HP in their Dragon Change. And then so Gogogun is one of his active skills. It's a really short cooldown stun, so it's very useful. And he's got Angry Shout, which is his version of a Break Strike, which is fine. His super attack is one of his super attacks is Angry Explosion, which is really, really bad. Unless you're using this Defender Super Time Machine, it's just really, really bad. It's got 10-second cooldown. Literally, as this move comes out, literally he goes boo really, really, and the minute Moby says hate you, people can just throw super attacks at you, and you're gonna take the damage. You can't do anything. You can't vanish out or anything. And then he's got a much better super attack after that, which is Innocence Cannon, with only a 7-second cooldown, and it doesn't take that long to come out, and it's quite big, so pause. So you're more likely to hit it, and it does decent damage, to be fair. So yeah, Buu, I'd say he's better on the super attacks and Ki Blast, but in terms of like just active skills, I think Cell takes it. So yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna put Majin Buu, and next we're gonna go for Nappa. This might be a hot take depending on how you want to put this, but Vegeta is my favorite Raider, and I think he's very strong in his own right, which is why I'm going to put Nappa in the A tier. His Ki Blast is like it's just a singular shot Ki Blast, but then he has an alt fire, which is when you press the Ki Blast button or melee button 2 times, and it's like these really fast laser Ki Blasts, which I really, really like them. And also his melee attacks are one hit, similar to level 1 Frieza's. They're one hit melee attacks, no matter which, if you're in a Dragon Change or not. They'll be one hit melee attacks, which makes Nappa really, really deadly. His active skills are Scouter, which I would argue is much better as something like Cooling Zarbon or Dodoria. So I think this is really, really good. Plant Cyberman. You can literally, you've only got a maximum of 5 of these. You can literally plant these on a body, and if anyone tries to come revive them, the Cyberman will just come out, and they spray the exact same acid that causes them to run causes them to run really, really slowly, just like the level 1 Cyberman. But the problem is, if Nappa dies, if the Cyberman dies, then he won't have the cool Cyberman, which is very, very good as well. And it sprays the same acid if it finds a survivor, and it'll have them in that really slow running animation, Dragon Change or not. So if the Cyberman dies, Nappa won't have the cool Cyberman, but he will have the plant Cyberman. And then for his Break Strike, it's Ki Explosion, which is fine. It's just a normal Break Strike. A Ki Explosion is whatever. For his super attacks, the best one in this kit is probably Murder Grenade. This is a projectile, and it can be used at short distance as well. It has quite a big AoE. Well, I would argue it's got a decently big AoE. You can use this to throw people off the Super Time Machine, off a key, and it does overall really, really good damage. And then his other super attack, which is Break Cannon, which is basically like a mouth beam. It says Nappa signature move fires a powerful blast of energy from the mouth. It's only 10 seconds, or Murder Grenade's 15. I would rather use Murder Grenade. I'm actually planning to upload a Vegeta video revisiting him, and I haven't played the guy in a while, and I kept clicking Break Cannon, and it just missed all the time. So I wouldn't really recommend using Break Cannon. I would like 9 times out of 10 you're missing this. While Murder Grenade, 9 times out of 10 you're probably gonna, let's say 7 times out of 10 you're probably gonna hit this. So yeah, Murder Grenade, very, very good. So if if Nappa didn't have the cool Cyberman, I think he'll be in B tier. But if he has the cool Cyberman, I think he's a very, very, very solid A tier level 2. And then we're going to go on to another very solid level 2. And that is going to be Raccoon. This guy is decent. So he has like the really fast ball based Ki Blast, so similar to Cell, Boo, and level 3 Frieza. I think that's where I got it from. It's literally level 3 Frieza Ki Blast. His active skills are actually, I do need to mention something. So per every Ginyu Force member alive, they'll give different buffs. So if Goldo is still alive, then it will give, I think it's a HP buff. If Raccoon's alive, it gives a damage buff. If Jason Butter are alive, it gives a speed buff, and then Ginyu gets all those. Active skills are Scouter, so obviously very, very good. Scout is always worth it. His Break Strike, I don't really like his Break Strike. It's Raccoon Ultra Fighting Bomber. It's like a 3-hit Break Strike, so you can vanish after the second one, but to prevent the third one. But if you still go for the third one, you could easily be hit by supers, which is why I don't like it. Yeah, I just don't like it. And Raccoon Kick is not bad. It's a solid. It's like a good damaging kick, and it goes for quite a distance. But if you're comparing it to one of his super attacks, which is called Raccoon Mach Attack, which is also a kick, although it takes a while to come up and it's 20 seconds, it travels very, very far. And yeah, I mean, I barely ever use Raccoon super attacks unless you try to get around the place. And the Raccoon Eraser Guard is like a crappier version of Nappa's Break Cannon. Well, they're both crappy in their own right. So yeah, I mean, I barely ever use Raccoon super attacks. I mainly just use Ki Blast and Raccoon Kick. But yeah, I think he's a B tier for me. The only reason, if he had better super attacks, in my opinion, if he had better super attacks, then I'd probably put him in like A tier, but maybe even maybe above Nappa. But because the super attacks, in my opinion, really, really let him down, and just the Break Strike I don't like at all. It's just a no for me. So yeah, and now we're coming up to another solid level 2. Most of these level 2s, from like Cell upwards, are very, very solid. Maybe Boo upwards are very, very solid. So now we actually have our first form of Broly himself. I'm gonna put him above Nappa in the A tier. His Ki Blast is funny. It's like 3 shot Ki Blasts, 3 really quick ball Ki Blasts. And then he has an ult fire, which is like he puts out. If you know what the Broly Super Saiyan Broly and full power Super Saiyan Broly transfers are like, with the funny like 3 ball throw Ki Blasts, that's basically what he has as his ult fire. His he doesn't get much energy either, but we're not counting that. His active skills are Aura Trap, which counters Barrier Instant Transmission, which is extremely good to have, because it drags them. Even if you're activating Energy Field, it drags them towards you, preventing them from doing like instant transmission or anything. And if you think you could hear a survivor and you don't know where they are, you could just pop this and they'll make a sound and they'll be dragged closer to you. Gigantic Power is his Break Strike, and before the recent patch that came, I think it was a recent patch. Yeah, the recent patch that came out that buffed Broly, he's less likely to get hit, but he was almost guaranteed to get a free super attack off unless you like hit the vanish button as quickly as possible. Like, you just press circle and PlayStation. But now that it don't do that, you have a lesser chance to do it. You still have to vanish though, and it does change his Ki Blast. Instead of just doing like the 1-hand 3 ball Ki Blast, for his just like normal basic Ki Blast, it does it with both hands, which is really, really good, and it gives him like a green aura, so you know when it's activated. So he'll do the 2-hand 3 ball Ki Blast. I don't know how to say it. Just spammy 2-hand ball Ki Blast and You have a speed buff as well. I don't know if it gives him a damage buff. I can have a look really quickly. Oh yeah, increases power level, boosting key blast attacks, movement speed, and super attack cooldown time. Recover speed for a short period of time. Can be also used while being damaged. Yeah, there you go. And he's got another one, which I'd say might be one of the best dashes in the game. Gigantic Charge Rage. This goes extremely far, and it's a quick one hit. And it does really, really good damage. And mind you, Broly's a level 2. He starts off as a level 2, but mind you, he has super transfers. For his super attacks, a Planet Crusher. I've only got hit by this once, but that's because it's just extremely, extremely bad play from me. And then his other super attack is Energy Shout. I mean, this is fine. I mean, it's like a better version of Break Cannon and, what's it called? Rakuma Racer Gun. But it's still bad nonetheless. I mean, if you're gonna use, you can use these super attacks if you want. If you see someone planting a key, I mean, you could throw Planet Crusher if you wanted to. This is like, I forgot to mention, Planet Crusher is like, freezes, like level 4 freezes, what's it called? Level 4 freezes, this planet will die, but I'd argue a lot worse. Well, it's much quicker, but it's still mid. It does have a decent AoE, but it comes out, depending on where you're throwing it, it comes out very, very slowly. Like, when you're throwing it, it just comes out slowly. But yeah, it's fine. And then Energy Shout, if you just see someone use it to snipe him. But yeah, level 3 Broly is an easy A tier for me. Well, maybe you could argue level 2. Did I say level 3 Broly? My bad. You could argue you level 2 like Nappa over Rage Broly, but in my opinion, I'm gonna keep Rage Broly above Nappa. So the final level 2 we have is actually the most recent the most recent raider, Son Goku. Well, it's not Son Goku. Goku Black. Now this guy is a monster. He's literally a monster. And I'm gonna say it right now. He's either low S or high A. I'm gonna put him high A. Like maybe even top A. I think he's that good. His key blasts are like the spammy ball key blasts, but instead they're like just lasers. They're lasers. It's not the spammy laser key blast that the survivors and level 2 Frieza have. It's different. It has like it's like it's almost like like the energy shots from Star Wars. Imagine that, but like yellow, and it comes out both of his hands. And he has an ult fire, which is like just a huge spread of them. His active skills are insane. He has key detection, which is obviously really, really good. His break strike is a lot different to other break strike. It has a large AoE, and it can also counter barrier IT, which should say enough about how good it is. And if you're being jumped by someone, he literally can instant transmission to Zamasu, wherever the hell he is on the map. So yeah, I mean, and if Zamasu finds someone, just is transmission to him, they're cooked. So yeah, and then Aura Slide, which is like, it's literally Zamasu's Holy Severance, but it's about the same. And then his super attacks are insane. His stuff with Divine Ray Bomb. This has a 25-second cooldown, and the AoE of this is insane. I think it comes out slightly slower compared to like something like the Rosé version. Oh no, it comes out about the same. But yeah, this is worse than the Rosé version, but still good. I mean, this has got such a high AoE and it does so much damage. And then Black Kamehameha, which is just insane. It comes out quickly and it has a large AoE. So if you're planting someone, someone's planted a key, you just launch this and they'll give, well, they're 9 times out of 10 they're gonna get hit by this. Maybe even 10 times out of 10. But it doesn't work. Sorry, I need a drink. Hold on. It doesn't work on the Super Time Machine, neither does Divine Ray Bomb, so you actually have to get in there and attack him. So yeah, Goku Black, extremely, extremely good. I think he's the best level 2 in the game by far. And then we're going on to the level 3s. And I definitely have some hot takes for the level 3s, but you're going to have to wait and see. Unless you just skip on the video like a little. Alright, so the first level 3 we have is level 3 Frieza. Now, I think straight away he can go in the S tier. I feel like he undoubtedly can go in the S tier. His Ki Blasts are literally Raccoons and level 2 cells Ki Blasts. So the spammy ball Ki Blasts. No, I was about to say something. No. He literally has the same active skills as level 2 Frieza, so Break Strike and Zarbon and Dodoria, which is fine. And then his super attacks is Crazy Finger Shot. This is like a shittier version of full power Energy Blast Volley for the like Cell, Boost, something like that. And Death Beam. Oh my goodness. This super attack is insane. This is quick. Though it doesn't seem like he doesn't really have any stuff. I'm not sure. Well, I haven't actually tried this. You could probably stop someone from doing a key, but you have to be really specific of where it is. It does so much damage, and it's quick, and it's like, if someone's vanishing, you're most likely going to hit this. So yeah, I mean, this is insane. So I think level 3 Frieza is a solid S tier candidate for me. God, I need to check where I placed him on the tier list. Okay, yeah, I did put him in S tier. I was just making sure. So yeah, I think he's a very solid S tier option for me. And now we'll go on to probably the hottest take maybe the hottest take of this tier list. Level 3 Cell is Sita. I know you're looking at me. You're probably pulling out the knives. You're probably pulling out the friggin' everything. You probably want to do stuff. And hear me out. His Ki Blasts are so bad. You could dodge these, not even in your Dragon Chase. You could be a survivor and you could just roll away from them. That he's just, and he shouts. He's shouting you're gonna hear this coming. If you're like, even if you're far away from him, and you hear Kamehameha, and then you just have to dodge, and then you'll miss. This is why he's level 7 for me. I just don't play Cell. I'm such a horrible Cell. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Yeah, literally, his Ki Blast is so bad. His active skills literally the same thing as level 2 Cell's active skills, so Solar Flare, After Image, and Key Detection. Nothing changed. Gravity Impact, you can use this to snipe. I think it's awful though. The only good thing he has is full power Energy Blast Volley, which this version of it is decent. It's only got 10-second cooldown and it's very light to tear. But level 3, so even if you're level 2, if you have power unleashed, you could just slap this fucking guy up. Pause. So, really, you can kill this guy. You might even only need one like level 4, and the rest like friggin' level 2. And you probably thrash this guy anyway. There'll probably be cellmates out there who's probably, trying to find my address as we speak. But yeah, just remember this is my opinion. And obviously, you have your own. So I can't really judge you on that. But yeah. I'm trying. This is like 8 in the evening. And I've got a sore throat. That's just great. Next up, we're gonna have another hot take here. We're gonna put Super Boo. Now, people may regard him as the best level 3 in the game. I would personally disagree. I think he's definitely at least top 3, maybe top 2 level 3s in the game, which is why I'm gonna put him in S tier. I don't know. I mean, Super Boo's kit, almost everything in Super Boo's kit is good. I mean, he's got Angry Shout, he's got Key Detection, he actually does get Key Detection. Fat Boo didn't have that, but Super Boo does, which is a huge benefit. I forgot to mention Ki Blasts. His Ki Blasts are insane. They're basically the spammy... I'm so sorry, I'm on a call with my friend. They're basically the 2-shot, the spammy laser Ki Blasts that Survivors had. Much thicker, and I would argue quicker. There's fireworks going off outside. So yeah, I mean these his key blasts are insane. Like his key blasts are insane. I might even argue they're some of the best key blasts like in the game. I don't think they can be counted either. He's got ill bomber, which is basically you know no one can see him. You might hear the heartbeat, but no one can see him. You just traverse the map as well, sneak up on survivors, maybe plant the key. And he's got Gogo Gum again, which is once again a good stun. All these active skills are sort of extremely useful for Super Boo. Gogo Gum has 15 seconds, Ill Bomb has 30 seconds, the Key Detector is 30 seconds, 25 actually if you upgrade to max. And Angry Shout's only 25. 20 if you I think at least 20. No, maybe I don't know. I don't know. Just check that as you will. And then his super attacks. The only thing I'd say is really bad for his super attacks is he doesn't have any way to snipe anybody. So if you're someone summoning on a pedestal, he doesn't have anywhere to snipe him. His super attacks are full power energy blast volley, which I'd argue is the best volley in the game. Extremely good, does so much damage, really hard to dodge. Super boost. Volley, and then Ill Rain. This tracks survivors and deals damage to them. So if you see this like curving or anything, or go just I'll go in on direction, you can follow this, and it will it'll track them. So I mean, this is really really good. Once again, the only complaint I have with Super Boo is if someone's summoning, if someone's applying the key, he has no way to snipe them, or someone like I don't know. Let's take Goku Black for example. He has Black Kamehameha. He can just snipe him. Just apply the key. So yeah, yeah. I mean, if this was back in like season 1, season 2, maybe even season 3, if people were Super Boomers, normally GGs, but survivors have got much like. I may sound like another YouTuber. I'm not gonna mention the name. Survivors have gotten better as the season goes on. I mean, I'm only level 114 survivor, but I feel like I play like a level 250. I mean, I could just be being biased, I could just be being biased because I don't ATM game. I'm not escape time machine. I just don't do that. And if people decide to rage quit or whatever, I'll still have a go at it. Even if we do lose. But yeah, I think just over survivors have got better. That I have to, and like previously I would probably put Super Boo in Z, but now I think he's just an S tier for me. I mean, Super Boo's still good though. Don't get me wrong, Super Boo's still good, but I think he's fallen off a little bit. Next, level 3. That is Vegeta. Once again, my favorite raider in the game is probably Vegeta. Sorry, I've got a really sniffy nose. Just give me 2 seconds. Sorry. His Key Blast, I like the Shine Shock Key Blast from Xenoverse 2. And then his ult fire is literally Vegeta's technique, so it's like the really, spammy, like, fast area ball kind of thing. Don't know really how to say it. But just nonetheless, take it for granted. It's really, really good. His Key Blasts are solid. His active skills are Scouter, so once again, Scouter. The Power Ball, which is like, to get Grey Ape. And he's got Cool Nappa, which is really, really good. Because if Nappa finds someone, if they find someone in the STM, because he does like the, what's it called? What do you call it? Like the explosion thing. I don't know, it's just the explosion thing. I mean, if they're on a super time machine, because it's an area, it will guaranteed hit them. And then his break strike is explosive wave. The problem is, if Nappa dies, he will still go into Vegeta, but he will have an extended time on the Power Ball. It goes from about 500 seconds to about 740 seconds instead. And he won't have Cool Nappa. So Vegeta would be a lot weaker. And his super attacks are very, very solid. Finish... Sorry, I've been yapping for so long. His super attack is Finish Breaker, which is very similar to Volley. And it's not even that bad. It used to, like, these used to be counted. I don't think you could counter them anymore, because I think they changed it. And I'm glad, because Vegeta used to have, like a really bad, like an auto-evolve rated health pool. But now he has a normal rated health pool, which really, really helps Vegeta. And Gallic Gun, which is, a solid sniper if you need it. It does decent damage. And then Finish Breaker, yeah, like I said, you can't counter this anymore. So yeah, I mean, Vegeta, I love Vegeta. I don't know. I like playing survivors. I like, with Vegeta having like super tests like Gallic Gun, and just like the similar key blast to what the survivors have. I just like him. I don't know. I don't know. I could just be waffling, but I don't know. I just like Vegeta for some reason. I don't know why. Probably because he's similar to Survivor. I don't know. So yeah, I think Vegeta. For me. He's either low S or high A. If I look at the screenshot here, I have him like high A. I might put him in S. I like Vegeta. That's why. I think I'm gonna put him in S. I think I'm gonna put him in S. But I might change my later. Next, level 3 is Jason Butler. So this is another hot take we are going to have. He has the spammy laser key blast that the survivors have. So like the best key blast in the game, which was really, really good. So similar to level 3, level 2 Frieza's key blast and Super Boost key blast. But it's not as good as like Super Boost key blast. But they're good. What's it called? His active skills are Scouter, which is good, and then he's got Break Strike, obviously, but everyone has Break Strike. And then he has a cool skill, which is Cool Barter. I don't like this because, but like he doesn't go very far. Like he'll go like freaking, I don't know, like 2 centimeters, and then he just stop. But it's fine nonetheless. And then his super attacks. This is where it gets goofy. His super attack Purple Comet Crash. This makes Jason Bourne invincible, and it just shoots out key blast to anyone nearby. Doesn't matter who you are. It makes them invincible. They can't get hit even if for a super attack them. You can't get hit at all. If you throw a stun at him, can't get hit. So it just makes them invincible and just throws out a bunch of key blasts. But then the only downside to this is it does have a 30-second cooldown. And then Crushable, which is a really solid sniper skill, and Burr also does like a full power energy blast volley, just to like almost like cover it. But the Crushable is the main damage. Is where the damage is gonna come from. So yeah, it's really, really good, and it's got good damage as well. This is a 15-second cooldown, so it's a lot better compared to Purple Comet Crash's cooldown. But yeah, this is I don't know. I don't know. I said that. I don't know. I know I'm kind of speedrunning this, but because I've got a sore throat and it's just I don't feel very well. I do want to get this out as quick as possible. I might put him above Super Boo. I know that sounds the same, but I prefer because Jason Barr has that snipe skill. I want to put him. Yeah, I'll put him above Super Boo. Could be crazy. Just could be crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna put him in S tier. I am gonna put him S tier above Super Boo as well. And now I think we all know where I'm gonna put Super Saiyan Broly. I am gonna put him under normal Broly, mainly because of his key blasts. His key blasts aren't great. They're like the circle key blasts. They buffed it to make it faster now, but I don't think it was enough. I think I don't think it was enough to make it, I guess, justifiable. Which is why I don't consider Broly the best raider in the game. Now saying that, I might put Paul out. See, yeah, yeah. I mean, this is why I don't consider the best raider in the game because some of his key blasts are just questionable. He does have the ult fire though, which is like the same thing as level 2. So he just does that 3 ball key blast, which is fine. His active skills are much better though, aside from one skill. Aura Trap, so obviously counters barrier instant transmission. He now has 2 break strikes. That's the Omega Blaster, which is like a shield. You can't get touched, you can't get hit, you can't get nothing. Unless the survivor goes in for a hit, and then it just like de-transforms, I guess. And Gigantic Power, same thing, gives him a buff. I'm not sure what his key blasters are. I can't remember. From the top of my head, I can't remember. I'll probably have to check that out later. A Gigantic Charge. It's just a little worse compared to Gigantic Rage. I don't think it goes as far. And I don't think it's as quick either. Actually, yeah, no, it's not as quick, I don't think. But it does have an AoE, which is nice. But you can see this coming from like a mile away. So, yeah. His super attacks are much better. Blast the Meteor. This is like Kid Boo's Assault Rain, but well, is it better? I'd say well they're about the same. It has 120% cooldown, but this is right after does give you a shield that shoots out projectiles to track a survivor, which is really really helpful. And he has Blaster Cannon, which is like a better version of full power Energy Rave. It's quick, but it doesn't have like an AoE similar to Goku Black's. So unfortunately, yes, I'll have to go to the A tier. I don't think I really have to say much about like Broly. Yeah, I don't think so. But yeah, I mean, like full power Super Saiyan Broly is definitely a step up, but but Super Saiyan Broly isn't great, which is why I'm gonna put him under Range Broly. And now we have the man, the myth, the legend, Goku Black, Super Saiyan Rose. I put out a poll on this the other day, and they all said Z, and I have, like, he goes in Z tier, and I have to say, I do agree with them. I think he's Z. I think he's better than Jason Bar, and I think he's better than Super Buu. Once again, call me crazy, say what you want, this is my opinion. If you if you want to say yours, leave it down in the comment section below. Don't get mad at me. Like I said, it's my opinion. You can debate with me, definitely, but just, yeah, it's my opinion. So the reason I put him here is his Ki Blast. I'm saying his Ki, like, for his level, like his just normal Ki Blast, because he does have an alt fire. For his normal Ki Blast, it's literally just it's very similar to Rage Broly's Ki Blast, but instead they're kind of like lasers, which is fine. I mean, I don't know, but his alt fire shreds. If you land all of them, his alt fire shreds. So if you press like the Ki Blast button or the melee button twice, it would be like these. I want to say at least 5, maybe like 3 to 5 blades. I don't know. I don't do maths at home. It's like these blades that come out with like he just summons his friggin' blade thing, and he shoots out a bunch of projectiles which are like curved shape or whatever, and they do extremely good damage. And then for his active skills, only one change, so he does still have Ki Detection, the Break Strike, the Counter Barrier IT, and it just is a wide AoE. Join up with Zamasu so you can just get out of there if you get jumped. And then Divine Lasso. This I love. This is probably my favourite move. Favorite move on Goku Black, is it? It's definitely a good move. This is a really good move. This is a much bigger step up from Aura Slide and Holy Severance. This travels extremely far. And if you hit if you get like close to Survivor, you can hit it. It hits, and then it sends them flying with like needles being pierced into them. But if it doesn't work, it will still send out the projectiles anyway. And then it will explode on impact, and it just goes extremely far. It shoots out the projectiles. Although you can dodge these, it's definitely very possible. It doesn't do the best of damage, but it does decent damage, which is why one of the reasons why I put in Z. And then his super attacks are a massive step up. Super Black Kamehameha Rose is much better compared to Super Black Kamehameha. I think it might have like a slightly bigger AoE, but it's very similar. And then Divine Ray Bomb, which is much better. It's now, well, aside from visual features, it's now purple, and I think it has a bigger explosion, so bigger AoE. Okay, hold on. Is it? Yeah, I think it has a bigger AoE. Hold on. That's the AoE of that. Oh yeah, no, it has a much bigger AoE. Yeah, much bigger AoE. And the Divine Kamehameha. I mean, Divine... Did I just say Divine Kamehameha? Super Black Rosy Kamehameha. I'm not sure if it's like anything changed, but it's still extremely good. I mean, it's very hard to dodge Goku Black's super attacks, especially if you're on the ground. So yeah, I mean, Goku Black's insane. Like this, level 3 Goku Black's probably his best version. Though remember the Super Transfer does come out, and with a well coordinated team, it's still very possible to kill him. But yeah. And then we're going on to the level 4s. So I am going to speed run the level 4s because I don't, we all love the level 4s, I think. So we got level 4 Frieza. I mean, I think level 4, this may sound stupid of me, but level 4 Frieza is going to go in S tier for me. Final form Frieza. His Ki Blasts are like very fast disc Ki Blasts, and if both of them land, they shred Dragon Changes. For his active skills, they're literally the same as they've been ever since level 2, so Break, Strike, Zarbon, and Dodoria. There's his super attacks, which is super attacks, we start with Death Slash. This is a good damaging super attack. It's got 8 seconds, and it will ignite flames on the impact. So if you're on the super time machine and you want to get people off, then just throw this, and it does decent damage as well. And then this planet will die, which I think is mid. It's one of those like one-hit KO super attacks. It does take the camera away from you for a while. But remember, you can just go ahead and throw this at the super time machine if you need to get people off of it. But yeah, I mean, Frieza, I think he can stay in S tier. Not really much to change with Frieza. I mean, I definitely prefer his super attacks as Ki Blast from level 3, but I think he is S tier. I might move him later on. Here's something. Perfect Cell. Call me crazy. What happened? Yeah. Esther behind Super Boo. Call me crazy. Don't care. I hate this guy. I hate Cell. I hate Cell as a raider. I hate all Cell's forms. He finally picked up a new active skill. His active skills have been the same, aside from one. So he's still got Solar Flare after image key detection. He's now got Energy Barrier. You can just pop this. I'm not sure if it's a Break Strike. It could be. I don't know. I don't use Cell, like I said. It doesn't seem like one. I mean, you could use to get him off the Super Time Machine. His Ki Blasts are literally the spammy ball-based Ki Blast that he has at level 2. Nothing really changed. And his super attacks are Perfect Kamehameha. Mid, absolute. It's just mid. Takes away a camera for a long time. It takes a while to come out. And it's very thin compared to something like Broly's mouth. What's it called? Gigantic Roar. I think it's Gigantic Roar. Yeah. Compared to like Great Ape Super Mouth Cannon or Broly's Gigantic Roar. And then All Clear is literally Super Electro Strike. It's got 8 seconds. I mean, it does have a decent AoE, I give it that. But yeah, I mean, he's an S tier. He's like an S tier for me. I don't like so. And then we got Kid Buu. I think he's very similar to Super Buu, but I would argue he's worse because of his Ki Blasts. They're like these really slow but huge ball Ki Blasts. Like they're slow to come out in my opinion. His super attacks Vanishing Ball, which is 8 seconds. It's not bad. It's definitely not bad. And then Assault Ray, which is like in my opinion, a crappier version of Broly's Sugar Plums. What's it called? Blaster Meteor. Oh well, we'll live. But yeah, I think Kid Buu could be crazy. I think he is worse than some of these looks because you don't typically get friggin' Kid Buu. I'll put him in S tier though. I'll put him there, maybe. But yeah, I'll put him. Is he there? Or is he there? I don't think he's better than... Actually, yeah, he's better than Cell. Who am I kidding? He's better than Cell. I'll put him there. So yeah, I mean, Kid Buu's there. I still... The Super Buu's still better than by a mile, though. And then we got Great Ape. Cool. Zeta. Great Ape. Zeta. Don't really have to say much. Ki Blasts aren't great, I'll be honest. They're like mouth laser Ki Blasts, huge laser Ki Blasts. If you're close to their face though, it's like a really it's just a punch. But he doesn't have any active skills, but his super attacks, oh my goodness. Running won't save you, which is a stomp. It did get enough so it doesn't like immediately knock you out your Dragon Change, because previously if you were a level 4 you get hit by this, it was GG's. It'll be knocked out your level 4 and it sends you flying, but it won't do as much damage anymore. But yeah, apparently they buffed it as well. It made it so it's like a guaranteed hit. And Super Mouth Cannon, how has this not been nerfed? I don't have a clue. This is 60 seconds. This is basically Cell's perfect Kamehameha, but like 10 times better. And it's much wider as well. I mean, great. And the only way you can damage this guy is by hitting his tail. But if he just like keeps flipping his tail behind you, then what the hell are you gonna do? Well, let's be honest, yeah. What are you going to do in this situation? Nothing. That's what I thought. So yeah, I mean, great, crazy. He's the best raider from the game. I mean, even though you don't always see Grey Ape, it's still possible to see him. And I've only defeated. I can count on my fingers how many Grey Apes I've defeated, which is say enough. So yeah, Grey Ape. I mean Zito. I mean yeah, that's what we're going to go. That's what I really gonna say. Ginyu. Where do I put Ginyu? I've been debating where to put Ginyu for almost this entire tier list. He's definitely Zeta. Let's just start. He's definitely Zeta. His key blasts are really good. They're like very imagine like Spirit Blaster. So you know the super attack Spirit Blaster, how there's so many key blasts that come out of that, and I really like that super attack, mind you. It's basically that, but you just press X and it just a lot more comes out. That is quicker. So yeah, I mean Ginyu's key blasts are insane. His active skills are much better. I'm so sorry. He's got Scouter, so you can find civilians if he needs to. He's got a Break Strike, which is fine. Power level boost. So this boosts movement, speed, and damage dealt to enemies for a short period of time, which you could also use this to combat the body change. Because if you use this and a survivor's prepared to melee you, they'll do like a miss, kind of like just they'll miss, and they'll be like right next to you, and you can literally go, your body is mine, and then body change into them, which is cool. I mean, I'll probably make a video on that later, but I'm sure enough people know about it. And then there's Strong Jersey, which is pretty decent. It's very similar to Raccoon's Raccoon Kick, but probably better. Yeah, I don't think it comes out as fast though, but it's still pretty good nonetheless. His super attacks are insane. So if you still have Jason Butter alive, Milky Cannon is insane. So what will happen if you just have it on base? It's still fine. It's like it has decent AOE, but if it's if Jason Butter is still alive. But it does like a bunch of hurricanes, which can hit people if they're covered by like the super time machine. And Jace does a bunch of crusher. It's like Crusher Volcano. That's what it's called. Yeah, he does Crusher Volcano, and what's it called? But it does Blue Hurricanes. I mean, if they're alive, then this is a move, probably the best move in the game, like arguably. And this has got body change. Obviously, it's SWAT's body change. One good thing about this is if they're like a level 3 or level 4, they'll go straight back to level 1, and you're still at level 4. So let's say they had, I don't know, level 4 friggin' Super Saiyan Run Goku Black. Well, he's obviously not a transfer yet, but you know he's probably coming in the future. Let's say you use a Goku Black transfer, then he'll become Goku Black. Although he will have full power in G-Wave instead of Milky Cannon, which is fine, I guess. But I think I prefer to have Milky Cannon because it doesn't have an AOE. So yeah, I mean, if you know how to play Ginyu, and he just has you could argue he's the best raider in the game because of his attributes, I guess. If all the Ginyu Force members alive, he is pretty much the best level 4 in the game. Which is weird to say because, it's bloody Ginyu Force. But yeah, I mean, Ginyu's a good raider. Ginyu's good. I mean, he's definitely Zeta. Level 4 Ginyu's definitely Zeta. Is he better than Rose? I will leave that one to you in the comments below. I'll leave that to you in the comments below. If you think Rose is better than Ginyu, go ahead. But if you think Ginyu's better than Rose, go ahead. And now we got level 4 Brody, or full power Super Saiyan Brody. This guy's Key Blaster insane. They're very similar to Ginyu's. And he also has an alt fire, which is very similar. Well, to be fair, most of like his key blasts are very similar to Ginyu's. Even his alt fire very similar to Ginyu's, like level 4 Ginyu's. They're just a bunch of spread key blasts. Are very that you're pretty much gonna hit them, most of them, unless they've got like unconscious control and they're constantly vanishing. His active skills are insane. He's got Aura Trap, and the reason they're insane is because Omega Blaster. So previously on Super Saiyan Broly, it would only just do the shield, but but on full power Super Saiyan, it will launch out the Ki Blast as well. So it basically does what Blaster Meteor does, but for like just normal Omega Blaster, and this is also like his other Break Strike. So every 90 seconds you're able to use this, which is insane. And then Gigantic Power, same thing. I don't know what his Ki Blasts are in Gigantic Power, I'll be honest. So yeah, I mean, and then he's got Gigantic Charge, Super Saiyan, which is like literally the same thing as what's it called? Super Saiyan Broly. So yeah. Once again, he's another Z tier. Is he better than Ginyu? I'd say. Oh wait, no, I forgot to let me put him in Z tier. I forgot to do his super attacks. Gigantic Roar is insane. I think it's bigger than Great Ape's Mouth Cannon. And then he has Blaster Cannon again. Which, I mean, both his super attacks are insane. I mean, obviously, he's very easy to win against. I won't lie. He's very easy to win against. All you probably need is Gogeta, like the Super Transfer Gogeta, and a bunch of well-coordinated level 3s. And then even if he's full HP, I'd pretty much say he's done. But with the Super Transfer nerf, we're now them spending like a little bit of the limit gauge to do super attacks. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that makes a difference, but I mean, Broly. I love Broly. He's such a fun raider to play. I think he is better than Ginyu. I mean, you could call me crazy. I think he is better than Ginyu. He's better than Rose. I'd say yes. I'd say he's better than Rose. Is he? Oh, is he? Yeah, he's better than Rose. Yeah, I think that's where I'm going to put him in Z tier. I think he's C tier. I think he's the second best rated form in the game. I just like Broly's level 4, I'll be honest, guys. Blaster Cannon's great. It's a much better version of full power Energy Wave. And it's not as good as someone like Black Kamehameha, but it's still good. And then Gigantic Roar is just insane. Even though it has 120-second cooldown, it comes out I think just as fast as Great Ape's Mouth Cannon, if not the exact same speed. So yeah, and I think it is the guy. So yeah, I think he's Z tier. Now Zamasu, level 4 Zamasu. So this is just few Zamasu. I actually have to make an extra tier for him because I wasn't sure what to actually. Now that I think about it, because if I'm gonna put Zamasu in S minus, so let me make this red. Well, actually no, let me just make it blue. I put out a poll the other day to say, where do we put Zamasu on the tier list? Either Z tier, S tier, or his own tier, which is S minus. The reason I put Zamasu in S minus is his Ki Blasts aren't great. It's what's it called? It's these lightning Ki Blasts. They're not great because when I get the Vegito transfer, even if I don't run unconscious control, these are really easy to dodge and they do chips of damage. But they're fine. It's just his active skills are good. I mean, he's got Ki Detection. He does have 2 Break Strikes, which is Divinity Unleash. I believe this gives you a buff. It does give you a buff. It says increases the damage you deal and your movement speed while also protecting you against Ki Blasts and Ki Waves, which is not bad. I won't lie, which is not bad. Sin Worthy of Death, which is just a dash move, rushes down the enemy and then staggers them with an aura, follow up with a Ki Wave. And then he's got a Break Strike, which once again can be used to counter barrier IT. His super attacks are Lightning of Absolution, which I honestly think is really, really bad. I've never killed anyone with this. It's just for an area. And it's just a certain area or something you can say something. It's because it looks like it should be able to cover the entire map, but it's focusing on what, I mean, I can complain about this. It It says here releases a giant burst of aura that automatically attacks all enemies within a wide range for a short time. This is also really easy to dodge, though, I won't lie. Yeah, that's why I put And then Blaze of Judgment, which I think is much better. It releases a flurry of key blades, which are really hard to dodge, and even if it just goes onto like a surface, after like a couple seconds, it will explode. And if a survivor gets hit by this, obviously it will explode on them. So I mean, Zamasu decent, but now that when you look at this tier list now, I feel like I have to move down a few people. I think we could just straight up move down Vegeta and I think we can move down Vegeta and level what's it called, and level 3 Frieza. Maybe I could up a level 3 Frieza up. Maybe. Yeah, we can put level 3s up. Actually, nah, we're not putting them up. I feel like that's fair. I feel like that is fair. And then I think Zamasu is there. Let me make this red because it makes it look gay. So let me make this red, and then let me make this blue. Alright, there we go. So now we go on to Half Corrupted, which in my opinion is his second best form in the game. I think he's also a Z tier as well. I mean, typically when you do get Half Corrupted, you're very, you're pretty much almost gonna lose if the Super Transfer's still up. But if it's like one player, then you can win. Then you're definitely gonna win. And I'm not sure if he still has key detection. It doesn't show on like the replay here. In order to become Half Corrupted, you need to be half HP. And then you have to do Lightning Absolution, which is another AoE attack, which is a bit weird, but, I'll live. And then Sin Worthy of Death, I think, changes to Celestial Hammer. Yeah, it does. I mean, Celestial Hammer, in my opinion, is really, really good. It travels such a far distance, and it does really, really, really good damage, and it sends the survivors flying. I mean, same thing with just normal Sin Worthy of Death. I mean, it's really good. It's one hit as well, so it's really, really good. And then Break Strike, I think it does change. Yeah, it does. It changes to Flames of Retribution, which I actually predicted in my Raider prediction, my Goku Black Raider prediction. And it's just like a huge AoE. I don't know if it still counts as Barrier Instant Transmission, because I've never got to use it against Barrier Instant Transmission. So, I mean, this is still good. And his super attacks even changes. I forgot to mention his Ki Blast. His Ki Blast, I don't know if he has Ult Fire. I don't think he does. I don't think he has any Ult Fire for his Ki Blast. It's literally Goku Black's, like, normal Ki Blast. So, like, the really, the one-handed, like, 3 laser Ki Blasts. Which is fine. And then his super attacks change as well. Instead of having Lightning of Absolution, it's, Pillar of Judgment, which is another Break Strike. He has a total of 3 Break Strikes. Wait, hold. Yeah, he does have a total of 3 Break Strikes. Yeah, he still does have Divinity Unleashed, I think. Does he? I want to say, yeah, he does. So yeah, he's got 3 Break Strikes, which is insane. And it's just, you can just use this when you want to as well. And it looks very similar to Broly's, what's it called? Broly's, I've got it right here, Broly's Gigantic Power. I don't know if you could hit a super attack like right after this, because it comes out extremely quickly. I don't think you have enough time to react. Well, it doesn't seem like it for the replay right here. So, I mean, it doesn't seem to buff them. It can also be used, it says here, it can also be used while being damaged, and it could just attack nearby enemies as well. Actually, it does, I know, you can definitely throw a super attack out of this. And then Blades of Judgment also changes. It changes to Light of Justice, which is like a mouth beam. It's an eye. Is it an eye beam? I can't tell if it's a mouth or an eye beam. But either way, it's a beam. It looks good. It does high damage, and it's really quick to come out. So you could use this to snipe if you need to. So I think that's why I'm going to put him in Z tier. Do I need to change anyone now? I want to put Kid Buu in A tier and swap him over for level 3 Frieza, but I think Fuse Zamasu is better. Actually, maybe we don't need an S minus. Hold on a minute. I don't think we need an S minus. I think Zamasu is an S tier. Is he better than Cell? Yes. Is he better than Kid Buu? Yes. Is he better than Super Buu? This is tough. Is he better than Super Buu? Because even though he has 2 break strikes, well, I've also got to mention about level, all the versions of, like Rose onwards. I don't like their vanish kicks, especially for Rose and not corrupted level 4 Fuse Zamasu. I'm not sure how it is for normal corrupted Zamasu, but I don't like their break strike. I mean their vanish. Do I put him above Super? I really want to put above Super Buu. I'll be honest. I really want to put him above Super Buu. Yeah. Ugh. I think these two are interchangeable. I think they're better than Jason. Do I think Fuse just Fuse Zamasu better than Jason Bar? I think Jason Bar is better than Fuse Zamasu, but I don't know if I want to put Super Buu or like a Super Buu above Fuse Zamasu or Fuse Zamasu above Super Buu. But I can tell you for certain, I think Corrupt is better than everyone at Esther. So I think we are going to leave it at that, guys. I think I'm pretty happy with this tier list. But once again, what about you? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.